And Cheryl, it's on to you.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Hello, I'm Cheryl from ThunderCore. We are one of the OG Layer 1 blockchain, proudly based in Taiwan now. Today, AI and blockchain, we all know that is two biggest tech shifts today. But what happens if they come together at the core layer? So let's welcome our incredible panelists today. Let's welcome David, the Managing Director of Tezos.
Hello. Hello everyone, I'm David. I'm Managing Director of TZ APAC. We're an entity based out of Asia, building on both like Tezos and Tezos system, which is Interlink. And we work with a lot of startups, so happy to be here at Taipei Blockchain Week.
Welcome, David. Now let's welcome Yuki, East Asia lead of the Zhou Foundation.
GM, thanks everyone coming to the first panel. At least we see someone sitting there. I'm so glad. I'm Yuki, I'm East Asia lead of Tom Foundation. Tom is like a blockchain embedded in Telegram with 100 millions of users. Happy to be here, talk about AI related to blockchain together with all the amazing speakers today. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's welcome Anthurine, the co-founder of EthStorage.
Hey everyone, I'm happy to be here. Actually, this is my second time because I joined the last Taipei Blockchain Week as well. EthStorage, it's a modular storage layer for Ethereum. So we can be a layer 2 for layer 1 or layer 3 for layer 2. So it's super flexible and trying to cut the cost by 100 times and also bring the storage to the PB level. I personally think the on-chain storage is highly related to the AI. So I'm very excited about what are we going to talk about.
Let's give them a big welcome and thank you for coming today. Before diving into the detail, let's open with a broad question. When AI meets a protocol layer, what's next for blockchains? Take for example, today, if you want to trade or transfer to auto-claim airdrop, you need to open your wallet and just press a bunch of buttons, clicks, confirm again and again, right? But if in the future, if we have AI, we may just say, hey, AI, send 100 million TT to Yuki. Or, hey, AI, just claim the airdrop. And it's done. Everything you can do with your wallet, maybe you can do it by your natural language, with your voice command. Maybe it's the future. So let's hear from our panelists. What can you imagine in the future? Let's start with David.
Yeah, I think like just general consumer behaviors has changed a lot over the last 2 to 3 years with OpenAI especially. Now you see people like, oh, how do I pick the best watermelon? And, take a photo of watermelon, like, which watermelon should I pick? And then, the OpenAI were like, okay, yeah, you should pick this watermelon. I have friends, and you should try this out as well. Like, I like to read my bazi for this year, and it's genuinely accurate. So I think like, in terms of like how people actually extract information, actually use information and consume information is very different. And right now we don't see too much yet impacting the chain. But I think like if we look a few steps forward, like so at TZFAT we run 45 labs and we work with a lot of startups. We have seen startups like Sogni where they are sort of like democratizing GPUs. We have seen startups like Questflow, who's trying to be like this agentic layer so that you can actually interpret the language processing, actually do some actions. We've seen startups like Blue Whale, who's trying to say like, oh, okay, this is your portfolio that you see on the chain. This is what you should also do, because I know there are similar profiles that are similar to you that actually are acting on these insights. So there is a lot to improve this sort of like user experience, abstracting the chain that can be done with AI. That, however, I feel that there's a caveat where I feel that it's also a bit like online shopping. When you buy some stuff online, if the value is very low, you'll be like, yeah, I can buy it online. But if it becomes a very expensive bag, you'll be like, it's still a human behavior to sort of want to touch it, to sort of want validation before you press a button. So I don't see $100 million transfer being done by AI yet. whether technology is there or not, but more of like there's still going to be a sort of a area where people are like, yeah, maybe I will actually check on the data before I actually press the button.
Yeah. How about you, Yuki?
Yes, I totally agree. AI changed human behavior, and even for professional, the way we research, the way we study, the way we checking the information. Like before, when we were like 10 years younger, when we searched for the best hospital for eye surgery online, we check Google. But now everything embedded in AI. Like it provides a list of information and the filtered information for your preference, for your choices. For AI and the blockchain, I think from technology-wise, of course, you get it combined and you improve the efficiency, increase the transparency. For example, like our host mentioned the transfer example, right? Like in Taiwan, in Tong, we have a wallet called My Tong Wallet, and they come up with a new function called push. You just need to get your Taiwan name and then put over there in the chat box, and you put a number you want to transfer. You will wake up your wallet connection, and the wallet will connect to different types of wallet, like KuCoin, OKS, whatever wallet, and then you can authorize your wallet and then approve it. But what can AI do here? You can just talk to the AI or type a message and simplify the whole process. But I think, the AI function is to kind of provide a simplicity of communication, filtered information, but it still need human or ourselves to authorize. That's like the second layer of demands. So that's also crucial. Think about it. When you talk to OpenAI, DeepSeek, you just 100% trust them. Like the source of information, you won't check the ASCII behind or the citation. You just believe the message, what they come up with. Like nowadays, there are so many university students, they just search in the AI engine and then get the references. They believe that's like 100% correct. But what can blockchain do is everything, all the data will be on-chain, transparent, and traceable. That will increase the accuracy and kind of enhance the content that you can trust, that you can trace, and that everything is open on chain. And then back to the utilization of AI tools for developers or the consumer, like retail users. I think it's like different layers of utilization. Because on Tron we have so many devs to build amazing apps. The AI tool can increase the efficiency, help them to find the best tool, or even try to improve the smart contract contents, etc., to increase the efficiency. And even for example, if I build an NFT marketplace, maybe AI embedded tool can help me to generate the pictures, generate the content faster. So increase the liquidity, increase the transaction speed, etc. Because there are more content, more constant people launching the content in the marketplace. And then for the other utilization, for example, the AI agent is super popular topic lately. Like we all need an emotion attachment, and we need someone, a company. People like us, we don't have time for pets or like having relationship. Maybe the AI agent can help you to solve a problem. The AI agent can help you to come you to read an article, help you to play games together. You can talk to your AI agent. You can train the personality. And for some professional traders, that AI agent can learn their trading behavior, even support their work. So I believe the AI can help like human in different aspects and somehow connect to the blockchain technology to increase the security, improve the transparency, and increase the efficiency. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, very promising. How about Anthurine?
I think you two already mentioned a lot of great examples. I do agree AI can help a lot in terms of AI agent and also smart contract auditings and also some embedding tools. But I think at these moments the major problem for AI is we don't know how it make decision because everything, especially the model, is running off chain. So it's just like a black box, and because it's not transparency, what blockchain can bring in here is make it transparency. So we know exactly what is the result, and whether it's consistent, whether it got changed, and how do they make the progress. So I think everything putting on chain is a key metric for AI here. Otherwise, what's the difference between the Web2 AI and blockchain plus AI, right? If we just, because we already see the way for AI agent, which happened last year, but we all know, although it claims to be Web3 AI agent, but everything is just like happened off chain. It's only the token they generated. It's happening on chain. That's it. So what we're really trying to do here is bring everything on chain. So the first thing we should solve is the on-chain storage. Yeah.
Thanks, Anthurine. Okay, let's move to our second question that everyone cares about most, the security. AI-powered security and anomaly detection. Security is always a big challenge in Web3, right? We saw the buy big and safe wallet attack, right? The hacker just changed the front end and led people to sign the wrong thing. Billions of dollars were lost, but not because of the chain is failed, but because the interface is trick people, right? So if in the future, if we have AI runs behind the background, that the AI can pre-check every action before people do something. Maybe it won't happen, right? So just make an example. So let's start with David again to share what you can imagine in the future.
Yeah, maybe just to add a bit to what Anthurine mentioned, right? Like, I think how AI works is that, it's consistency. Like, even for smart contracts, we always say that, okay, it's a high value one, we need it to be audited, which means it needs to be checked. We can just rely on one person. So with a lot of things in the AI, it's always a black box. And I think from most people's experience with like ChatGPT, if you take what they give you as it is, then you're fine. But like if you actually check through some of the mistakes they make, you'll find that ChatGPT is very, very stubborn. They refuse to actually acknowledge that they made a mistake, and they'll just consistently make the same thing again. And I think that's a concern, especially when you look at on the blockchain layer, right? Like, hey, should we rely 100% on AI? But there's also benefits. So, for instance, if you want to spot phishing, even spot phishing and spot a lot of these scams, I think AI will help us in terms of actually doing the first filter. Second filter, people are very smart. They know how to actually bypass and work around them. But I think the first layer, that's already a very big win. And yeah, my general viewpoint is that for the protocol layer, if you don't look at AI, what you see from ChatGPT, but the previous versions of AI, whether it's linear regression, whether it's random forest or the ones before, I think how AI this intelligence interacts with the chain will be very progressive in a manner where we see, in a way, smart contracts is AI 1.0 for blockchain. We will not see what we see with transformers right now, but we will definitely see a slow progression where, whether it's AI 4.0 or the current status, how it slowly moves towards that sort of envisioned goal.
Do you agree with David? Yuki?
Yeah, I totally agree with what David brought up. So I think for blockchain or super app like Messenger or searching engine, the security is always the number one because people trust it and they use the information to make decision. So the finance world is all about decision making, right? So we have the responsibility to ensure the security of the whole environment, and the AI can help with it. From the efficiency perspective, the AI can help with increase the accuracy or the simplify the internal control mechanism. It can automate the fraud detection or a control failure detection before it moved to the secondary duty like manager sign. So it kind of improved the whole ITGC system, enhanced the control, internal control. That's from technical side. And then from user perspective, we trade like blockchain with messenger or with whatever tool, and the AI can help to filter and warning, like send a warning message. If the AI can embed it, for example, in Telegram, it can detect some, fraud or scammer. They have a pattern to send a certain layer of messages to all the users. Then the AI can identify that account can be a scam. And the AI can send a message maybe to the management team or the tech team behind the app. Then somehow you can print the scam logo to the account or send a message to, this guy is like constantly sending from message to user. You should be watching him out, be careful. So AI can help with identify more accurate of the scam messages. And then also, I believe a lot of people using trading bot in blockchain system, right? The AI can help to filter the information of a name of a token with the transaction volume, or even send you the reminder of whatever gonna TGE tomorrow, right? So that kind of incentive the trading behavior as well, because you can get a more accurate, more efficient information through the AI models. Like the AI is, I don't know, 100 million faster than humans, and then the normal traditional system. So from the security, from the change the trading behavior, etc. AI can help a lot, I think. Thank you.
Thank you. What about Anthurine?
Yeah, so in terms of the Bybit attack, so we used to write an article because we did some research for that. AI might help, but the key point here, so why it got attacked is because it hosts all the data, all the codes in the centralized cloud system, like AWS or Google Cloud. When someone rewrites one piece of the code, it's really hard for a human being to detect. Can AI help? Yes, maybe. But another better thing is if you host everything fully on-chain on our smart contract, anything change, it has to be saying, okay, at what time, what point, something got changed. So you will easily detect that. It happens for a lot of the apps right now. So we know the apps are decentralized app, but all their websites are centralized. So we use the DMS, we use Infura, all these kind of centralized components. Especially for DMS, a lot of attack is because attack the DMS and go to the fishy website, and when you type, let's say www.EthStorage.com, but actually because of the DNS information got changed, it links you to the fishy website, which is really hard to detect even with AI. But if we host everything fully on-chain, there's no centralized components, and this kind of attack can be avoided. That's why we're actually doing HTTP, decentralized HTTP, to avoid all these kind of things. But AI can help in some kind of things, for example, smart contract, auditing, and give you some, detecting there may be some dangers in what kind of wallet. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to correct for the Bybit one. Yeah.
Understand. Thank you for sharing. No matter how many features or safeguards we build today, but the most important is whether the market think it's useful or not. So here's the big one question. What's the killer application of putting AI into the protocol layer? Let's start with this time. Okay. Or David. Okay, David, please.
Yeah, I can do that. So if we're looking at the protocol layer, we're not looking at the application layer. I think AI looks very different. The familiarity which I mentioned that everybody has with AI right now is really Transformers, the open AI, sort of where they can actually process language. But for the Tezos blockchain, one of the key things is that in terms of the language is written, Nicholson, there's formal verification that's written into it, and that's a mathematical sort of like proof to say that whatever smart contract they write, like it's mathematically logical. It doesn't have the sort of like flaws over there. So I think those are a different sort of like intelligence, but they are in a way they are also artificial intelligence in a way where actually it's mathematical intelligence. But I think like so those are going to be very important. One of the key roadmaps for Tezos moving towards Tezos X, where we have 3 different runtimes. People can actually code in Solidity, they can code in JS, they can code in Michelson, and it just rolls up to one single ledger. So that is, to me is intelligence, because it allows, it's the transformer element that anybody can write in any language, but it's being processed and it goes back to a single format, it outputs in a single format that everybody is consistent with. So I think that is, to me, intelligence, especially on the protocol layer.
Thank you, David. And how about Yuki? Do you have any ideas regarding this question? What's the killer AI application in the protocol layer?
Killer application.
Let's try to imagine some in the future.
Yeah, I mean, we came across loads of like AI-related tools or embedded AI functions in the apps within Tom. I can't say what gonna be the main trend in like a 5 or 10 years, but I can give some examples what has been introducing at this stage. For example, we have an e-commerce social platform. If you just need to talk to the AI agent embedded inside, like help me to find a phone case in whatever city I'm based. I love Blackpink. I love Chicago. Oh my God. Oh, okay, he's listening to me. So and then the AI gonna send you filter of like selections, and you can just click a book or order, and you are sent to your house. I believe maybe Alibaba or Taobao gonna use similar function in the future. So that's just one example of how AI with small tools but change people's life, change human behavior. And I believe there's so many giant enterprises will begin with a small tool, like the auction tool or the polymarket tool, or like with like gaming, the AI can help you change your skin, or I don't know, improve your battle, whatever. And so the AI embedded in some apps can change the whole product design. They even improve the user experience. So there are all other examples. For example, the AI trading tool I mentioned. That if I'm a quant research guy and I need to train my AI model, and longer and longer the AI will learn my trading behavior, the AI can help me to improve my trading strategy. That's also a very strong user case for the AI, like from a higher technical level. And there are more examples like the artist, they utilize the AI to generate graphics or videos, right, for certain topics, improve the quantity, and then maybe can automatically put them on chain and then make them NFT stuff. So all these kind of small things improve the human behavior or customer behavior will be the leading trend that maybe can be commercialized in the future as well. So I can't say what is like the killing tool in the future. It depends on the utilization, right? It's all about utilization and liquidity. How many people enjoy the benefits and then accept it. Thank you.
Yes, per technology should always serve the humanity, right? So how about you?
So before, actually the most popular the app are always related to DeFi or finance. Like, so we trade a lot and we do landings. That actually doesn't require that many data level. But I always believe the blockchain application is it's not only related to DeFi or finance. There should be more use cases. In terms of like the AI related ones, I think the most reasonable maybe we can see in the near future is AI agents. I think a lot of people are already, develop all kinds of like use case for the AI agent, putting them on different like blockchain. Like I said, the major things we should be conquer here is we need to make sure all the progress are on chain. We need to make sure how they make the decision and whether the result are changed or not. We already experiment with some AI agents because our storage capacity can be 1,000 times greater than the layer 1 and 100 times greater than other layer 2 like OP or Arbitron, whatever. In that case, we can already fulfill a middle level kind of like a data model. Still, like OpenAI, this kind of things, at this moment, I don't think it's efficient or necessary to put on chain, right? But if we can have some middle level like model on chain, that already shows something. So I'm really excited to see the new AI agent, the real AI agent for the Web3 in the near future. Yeah.
Thank you. Today we've seen the sparks between AI and blockchain. And before we wrap up, do you have anything or any updates or any good news to share with our people here? Okay. So do you have any question for our panelists today? You can raise your hand. Okay, no question today. So
I actually have one.
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry. So just very quick, because we almost finished, the last audit, and the mainnet is going live pretty soon. Should be like this month or next. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. So
Yeah, I mean, talk a little bit about Tom at this stage. It's our pleasure to be in Taipei this time. I was a speaker last year as well. So the past 1 year, there are those changes in blockchain industry, and so many traditional capital, injected in, and can we talking about RWA and stuff. So we open a gate to all different types of products, whatever you're building. And if you are in East Asia region, you will need the support, come to me. Find me in Telegram or Twitter. I'm Yuki. So we're gonna try our best to help. And there are loads of developers, amazing developers based in Taiwan, and then many traders, KOLs here. I hope we can spark something together. Yeah.
looking forward.
Yeah, why not? So we have been running 45 labs and actually accelerator programs out of Singapore for the past 3 to 4 years right now. And yeah, like basically we are opening the cohort for next year. And one of the big theses that we had, right, is that compared to a lot of other structures, is that instead of actually giving a very big grant, we become yourself like corporates, working hand in hand with you, trying to solve their issues for startups. So if you are building a startup, you're interested to look for someone to sort of walk beside you. We're opening the application very soon during Tokyo 2049. So do reach out to me, do speak to me, and we can have a chat.
Okay, so the time's already up. So let's once again thank our panelists today, and thank you all for joining us today at the Builder stage. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.